Hello. Now welcome to this fringe event that has kindly been put on by Labour SME. My name is Councillor Dr. Shabina Qayyum. I'm a Labour councillor from Peterborough and the Labour Group Chief Whip. We are in opposition still, which will hopefully change. I'd like to open up by welcoming you all. Thank you very much for attending this fringe event, and I will be chairing the session. So how the event is going to work out is I will be asking the panel to introduce themselves, after which time we will be taking it from the left, where each panel member will be able to elaborate on what their views are. The subject of today's fringe discussion is having a lively debate about abolishing tax rates for small businesses and Labour's vision to support small and medium enterprises as well. So thank you very much, and we will start by introducing ourselves, so please.
My name is Tauseef Anwar. I'm Councillor and Civic Mayor of London Borough of Lewisham.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Councillor Ishma Moeen from Brent.
Hi, I'm Councillor Ayoola from Nottingham City Council, but also the founder of B Global. It's an ethnic minority business association based in the D212 area, which is East Midlands.
Thank you very much. So, given today's topic, which we hope you'll be able to actively participate in and give your ideas, we'll start off with Councillor Tauseef Anwar to give his vision and sum up in around 2 to 5 minutes about the subject matter. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. I start with a topic. Have you ever wondered what the abolishing rate means and what the fairer alternative system which our Rachel Reeves is proposing in our next government? I'll give you a few examples. I have a different hat also. I run a business of energy efficiency and carbon reduction now. I used to be in retail business. I used to have a fashion wear stores. In 2009, I took a store in Lewisham shopping centre, and business rate was 26,000 per year. 55,000 pound was the rateable value, and 26,000 I have to pay. And the shop was closed for a year and a half. I said, okay, let me take it. So I opened this as an entrepreneur mind, opened another store, and ran till 2016. Toward 2014-15, business was shifting online, and within shopping center, the rent was around 50,000, then 26,000 business rate. I written to valuation office few times that I'm employing 11 people. This is not what I can afford, being a small individual business. So you need to review. But the answer was, no, that's what it is, take it or leave it. So I had to shut that business down in 2016 just because I couldn't afford to pay that business rate. Now I have a business of energy efficiency, carbon reduction. We have an office in High Street. Now I can pay more, but I have a business rate relief. I can pay, I can afford to pay. That's how we can see. So this system, it's not working. It's broken, it's outdated, it doesn't serve the purpose. Current business rate system. I'm glad that Reeve is thinking about revolving the whole system, bringing a fairer business rate system which work for all. Our economy cannot survive without small businesses. Small businesses give employment to local people. Lot of corporate business don't go to a small town and villages and give an employment. Also, all innovations, or most of innovations, come from small businesses. Small business, they have ideas, they bring the more innovation, and then that benefits the whole society later on. And any innovation, if you see the history of it, it comes from a very small business. Also, they are diverse. It varies from retail to hospitality to technology to manufacturing. So it's all sort of business in that. And lastly, that brings the entrepreneurship. It let people, individuals, to follow their dream. If they want to do something good, so they can just start with a small investment and they follow their dream. We need a system, a grant, relief, which work for small businesses, which make our high street alive, and we need to go heavy on online joints, and that's the way they're getting the most relief, and small businesses are not getting the appropriate relief. So we need a fairer system which work for all. Especially when we are designing this, I think this is also in the radar of our new manifesto. The businesses like net zero business who are working as a social value, business working toward climate change, they need to have a bit more extra relief. So at least they can empower people, they can upskill people, they can deliver, they can save our planet. So I stop here and let my other colleagues to say their views also. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Anwar. Some really good points made regarding exemptions around business rates relief. I'd now like to ask Councillor Ishma Moeen to give her contribution, please.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to speak. As a Brent councillor, we work in collaboration with the businesses. I've written some notes here, so I'll be speaking and I'll be looking at the notes as well. Most businesses across the UK are service type industry. In Brent, 92% are small businesses, and most 40% of those, they fail within the first 4 years. It's about supporting them, and how do we support these businesses so they remain viable? In wide aspect, we have to see where these based, high streets, local town centres, shopping centres, or the industrial locality. We should be creating balanced approach to support all these businesses to survive and thrive. In Brent, we do support our local business and workers through our business rate relief. That's what we've done during the COVID. And for people paying the London living wage. When do we do that regeneration? We work with the developers to create the incubator office services, affordable workspaces and artistic spaces to engage and to support them. Yes, I agree. We absolutely need to review the business rates as it links to the rent they pay. And some localities are high and some are low. This causes disproportionate business rate values across different localities. If business rates would devolve to the local council, to the local level, that enables councils to set the business rates at a much fairer rate to encourage businesses to come forward and trade across areas to be a fairer distribution of them. We work very closely in Brent and have town centre managers. We work with the business federations to support, and we want them to sustain and thrive them. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Councillor Moeen. Some really good, actually, examples of good practice to be shared, and I give credit here to Councillor Asghar Butt, who's the leader of Brent Council. So, some really good points there that we could actually discuss further on in terms of the variety of small medium enterprises that you have been promoting locally in Brent. So well done. I'd now like to introduce Councillor Leslie Ayoola from Nottingham, who is here on my right hand side, and I invite you to make your contribution.
Brilliant, thank you. I just concur with my fellow colleagues and what they've said about business rates. As well as being a local councillor in Nottingham City, it was my vision to, one, being a councillor, get the council to work and understand some of the challenges around small businesses. Because we realise that in the economy, around about 95% of the businesses are SMEs, and a vast majority of them are micro businesses, with near 0 to say 10 people, and a lot of sole traders. So my idea around business rates, it being abolished, is yes, we support Rachel Rees and what she's saying, but also we want to use forums like our organisation Nottingham, Be Global, but also the platform of SMEs for Labour, to feed information back and ideas about how we could renovate and change the whole system. Some of my views on this is that yes, devolving powers down to local levels so that we can change the way and how business rates is actually distributed around local levels. But I think some of the challenge and focus should be upon social enterprises and how they can use business rates to address some of the challenges what we've got in local authority areas. There's a heavy focus on corporate social responsibility, and if we could be so innovative and bold within the party, is to say use some of those business rates, benefiting local businesses coming from some of the larger corporations, and to be able to distribute that across a piece of small businesses. That will help and support the growth of local businesses. And I think also some of those business rates should also be used for new ideas and inspiring on people who want to start up in business. With the high rates of unemployment, we tend to think and feel that employment is the golden goose and that everybody should be pushed into employment. No, why is that? We should be focusing on also trying to, inspire people, inspire young children and young people at an early age to start to be more entrepreneurial as a route out of employment. We've got some of the highest issues and concerns within local communities where social deprivation happens, especially in areas like Nottingham where we've got a high population of ethnic minority communities. And so one of the routes out of poverty is entrepreneurship, and I say that as an unashamedly socialist, but socialism on its own is not the solution. I think using a pragmatic approach to try and generate local economies in getting them to be entrepreneurial, being an entrepreneur is not a bad thing or it's not a dirty word, but we'll be able to use it to benefit local economies and reinvest that into local communities. So the business rates part is a key angle for that. Not only be able to use to distribute across other businesses and having a fairer system, so like a big corporations, especially those who are online who are paying almost 0% of business rates, to actually come up with a fairer way of distributing the funding so that business rates, so it falls to other entrepreneurs and other communities on a local level. So yes, 100% support the notions coming from Rachel Rees and our shadow party, but I think that we can even go further and deeper to be more innovative and link it and tie it in with corporate social responsibility and forcing companies to be more innovative and supporting the growth of entrepreneurship in our local communities.
Thank you very much.